Even the physical feedback we got when fighting the Homo sapiens, we once believed they didn't consist of any sensory organ for pain. But we got a completely opposite conclusion after our analysis. Their sensory receptors are incredibly active. This points to the Homo sapiens diagram before. Extremely potent electric signals spread in the nervous system after they hurt. Unlike humans, however, this signal doesn't end in the brains but in the umbilical cords. They are uploading the signals. Right. Although they have developed human forms, the Homo sapiens have yet to develop a human-like society. They still maintain an insect-like hive mind. The Homo sapiens form the receiving ends of the nervous system that is set throughout the forest path, uploading stimuli from the outside world and letting the central system process all of the information like a spider web. The closer we are to the SPF, the more Homo sapiens they are, like insects protecting their queen. Hives, uploading signals. I see. That was why they said we might be able to help with the situation out there. Right. Homo sapiens always show up in groups, like cells growing underneath the skin. The signals won't be uploaded until they have been gathered and organized. Before the signals are uploaded, these Homo sapiens are sharing their senses. If we dislodge the umbilical cords they are used for uploading their sensory stimuli, then we have to experience the stimuli themselves. Failing to handle the input, their frail body will break. They will be hindered if not paralyzed. Right, their extremely sensitive sensory organ will become their biggest weakness in this case. Which means breaking one will cause a chain reaction. I get it. So many effects. Push one and they all fall. Kind of an effective and elegant tactic. Hunt nods after hearing the reports from the support site constructs. This intel will help the other ground forces tremendously if we can pass it back to Babylonia. The question now is how we send it back. Psst. The buzz echoes within the Aprilia Force Park ruins, signaling another wave of comms interference. We will have to wait for the interference to end before reporting in. Time is of the essence when we are fighting on the surface. I don't think it's a good idea to waste our time here. Hardly, Joe. We are farther in the forest now than what was first here. Have you finished calibrating your algorithm? Yes, Commander. Just in time. Hardly Joe takes out a mechanical device from his backpack as we all watch, and he places it on the ground tinkering with it. This is... Yep, exactly what you think it is. Harry Joe stops his motion and leaves the machine on the ground. Now everyone, try to communicate without using your voice or your audio module. Why bother? The result's the same anyway. So you got it. It's the comms amplifier. That's alright. That's right, I modified it myself. You couldn't use it since I wasn't done calibrating it, but after the last few cycles of interference, I have calculated the optimal amplifying level in the first part. Vanessa takes a few steps back, distancing herself from Harjo. Sure, but effective range isn't ideal. Oh, can see her face now. Oh, interesting. Okay, we can fix that if we just... We can fix that if we adjust the way it's wired, like this. Whoa, look at how proficient you are. Not my choice. Short made me learn it. Short halt. The mechanical arms picks up the device on the ground like tentacles, navigating inside it smoothly and deftly rewiring it. Ah, I see. This will increase the effective range of a single unit. Those are some very impressive skills in modifying device like this. Hold on, did you just say a single unit? You heard me. This is what we're going to do next. Kaijo flips off his backpack and pours out a pile of these devices, all sticking up into a small hill by his feet. I'll be calibrating them, and Yato will be deploying them. As long as they aren't destroyed, we can contact Babylonia when the network of these amplifiers reaches a certain scale, even with the common differences. Interference. Huh. Sounds like a lot of work. Someone has to do it. Ah, fine. You're my temporary commander, so I'll listen to you. Criticism can wait till it's over. Alright, break's over. All teams will advance in wedge formation. Igran will lead, Raven and my team will take the rear. Harijo and Yata will stay behind the team, take care of whatever enemy remains and deploy the comms amplifier. Simon's team will cover them during setup. Has given every one of you your orders. Clearly different team to do the tightly connected gears, each of you in your most suitable position with your duties. He winds up the war machine that is you all, the elites of Babylonia, and you march on towards CPF 040. CPF 040. Oh, we're just playing as Leaf. The com difference is solved with the help of com amplifier from Harijo. You can continue your journey towards the CPF 040 after Hans has reported your discovery to Babylonia. As the waves of Heterosapiens in your sight are defeated one by one, your field of view begins to broaden. The central purification filter, that was the basis of humanity's life on the surface against the particle virus, is now penetrated by the crimson plants, erected in the middle of the field, twisting and towering. We are finding here more Heterosapiens from our flank. How much more of these burning faults do we have to kill? Hold on! We can't just barge in to we can't just barge into CPF 040 yet. We all look for cover around CPF 40, withstanding waves of Heterosapiens attack. Our initial scan shows that the CPF is still running at low power. Parts of the centrifuge model is at its base are down. The punishing virus construction inside the tower is steadily rising. Some of the passageways inside have been blocked by plants formed by the two creatures. It seems that we have to keep scanning even after we are inside to find the right way. And the scavengers? I'm sorry, but you haven't found any yet. Hans stares at the CPF-40 before him, and thinks for a second before speaking up again. We are adjusting our plans. Vanessa, your tactics are better suited to fighting on the surface. Take your get station outside the tower. Guard the entrance and after everyone else enters. Roger. Anything goes? Anything goes. As long as you can take down Heterosapiens returning to the tower from the forest and safeguard all paths of retreat. Okay. Harijo, see the gap at the top of this PF? Harijo narrows his eyes and looks to where Hans is pointing. Let me see. Found it. Based on how the light is shining through, there does seem to be an opening underneath the branch at 11 o'clock. Right. Delta and you will climb up the CPF along those plans and open up that gap from the outside, creating a second path of retreat as a backup in case the inside teams cannot leave via the way in. Roger. 5 teams will lead inside the CPF, and Simons will take the rear. The Ravens stay in the middle, and will escort them to the closest point from Heathrow Hive Mother. Make sure they aren't on top with fighting it. Afterward, my team will deploy the big domain around the Hive Mother. Simon will help T stabilize construct inside the tower. The mine beacons will be everything that stops the construct from being infected. Roger. Everyone, raise your defense level to the maximum. We still know nothing about the situation inside the tower. So stay alert. With that, Hans signals his team to reach the main entrance to CPF-14 and they begin to enter. Construct, scan the route forward. Everyone else, stay together. Don't get separated. Scanning complete. The switch circuit key is connected to the filtration fan. Okay. Let's go, Lee. Secret repair. Turn off the fan, and we can keep moving forward. Arrival. Watch out, everyone. It's difficult to come back if you fall from here. The same applies to the enemies. Correct, we can ease a lot of pressure if we can make good use of the fan. Can we fall? Oh yes, yes we can. It seems we can move to box with impact, huh? So, how can I feel it? Oh, the box just block the wind. This is the switch we use to stop the wind behind you. Scanning complete. You can head outwards and leave now. Hmm, interesting. Team commanded. Only bad areas have been scanned. The result has been sent to all commandants. Good. Stick to the plan and finish your task. Okay, that's why we are meeting the twins. Another gate inside the city airport was blown apart before the dust settles, constructing the protective focus breach. Have broken the doors, the weapon firing, and the smoke clears to reveal Han's team standing. Hit your seconds on the left, down. The mobile canister on the right, secure. Area secure, Chief Commander. We spot the bullet holes from shotgun rounds and sound of explosion in the walls. These marks are accompanied by falling hit seconds more often than not. It's not us. It couldn't have been the scavengers. Recording or confirming the data. Roger. How's Simon's team doing? Simon team's trying to secure the location inside the tower that connects to all inside team. Whichever construct shows a sign of infection, you can immediately connect and help stabilize them with the commandant. With his help, all constructs inside the tower have yet to show any sign of infection. All anomalies regarding the injury device are resolved the moment they arise. He's playing the role of an emergency firefighter pretty well. Right. Hans nods. Setting up the big the domain bit. Setting up the big domain node to just turn on in the room he is in. And the third bit domain has been deployed. The coordinate the triangulated coordinates are located not far below Hans' team. Based on the previous exploration, they have all confirmed that is where the advanced Ultramother hive is hiding. Hans grips the trigger for the Longinus arsenal in his hands tightly. He looks at the floor beneath his feet as if his gaze can penetrate the heavy platform, observing the fight that is about to happen there. The dire situation on the surface and the threat inside the Pulia-Force hot ruins have shown Hans that the advanced Hive model cannot leave this area alone. If Gary eventually defeated by the end of the fight, he must pull this trigger and annihilate all the enemies inside this forest, whether they succeed in retrieving the samples or not. Hans puts the trigger back inside his coat and leads his team out of the room. Instead of waiting for Greyraven's result, there are still missions on he can complete as the chief commander in a situation like this. As you lead Greyravens inside the vast space ahead, you find Hive Mother suspended in mid-air. It is even bigger, more complete than the test subject you saw before. The terminal keeps warning you that this is the target of your mission, the advanced Hive Mother. Crimson umbilical cords extend from around you, connecting to the Hive Mother, some of them hanging helplessly like withered roots. This is the Queen of the Hive, the central processor of all data we see outside. Brandon, the enemy is making huge impact on our invader devices. Understood, but it hasn't exceeded our calculation yet. Stick to the plan. Roger. You step forward and fire the Hive Mother. The bullet grazes its tough exterior, leaving no marks but the clip's echo. When your action has awoken the previous dormant Hive Mother, you can hear curses coming out of its body. Cannot. Cannot harm. Cannot. The Hive Mother is mumbling gibberish like that, like the one it did in this world, which confirmed the connection between this one and the one before you, the Ascendants 8. Immediately, its tentacles strike at you with unfathomable speed. Now! Copy. Lucia rushes before you, her red katana unsheathed, severing the tentacles reaching for you. The thrusters behind her buzzes. Even with the exoskeleton and its temperature regulator, you can still feel the temperature around you dropping. A freezing breeze emits from Lucia's thruster, and his Hive's mother movement is visibly slowing down. This scene only lasts but a second, as Lucius raises her blade and thrusts at the gap in the Hive's mother's shell. It suddenly bursts with immense strength and dodges, putting some distance between them. Leaf. The evading Hive mother suddenly freezes mid-air, multiple ping electromagnetic walls holding it firmly in place. Enemy pinned down. Fire. You fire again at the Hive mother. This time it does not pay your bullets no attention like the first time, and instead shifts the body when they are about to hit. Like the first time, however, the bullet hits its shell and ricochets to the sides, leaving a mark to the wall of the spear. Commander, I'm ready. Activated. Roger. With your command, Lee presses the button on the machine nearby. Ever since you fired your first bullet, Lee has been sneaking to the side and trying to repair those devices, while the rest of you tried to draw the Hive's mother's attention, buying him time. The mechanical device buzz. The mechanical devices buzz, and the punishing virus concentration in the area begins to decrease. The rhythmic contraction of the Hive mother's shell spat up as a reaction to the change. Every push inwards stresses its exterior immensely, giving it a seizure. But this is not a phenomenon you know by regarding The Hitchhiker's mother, when the punishment virus concentration lowers. So that fire? Fire. Your ducks lingers but a moment. The window of opportunity the grave anticipated must be seized. So you hold down the trigger on your gun, aiming not at the shell but at the countless umbilical cords above it. They snap, one after another. These wires that uploads information to the outside. The broken ends of the cord starts to wilt and pale. The scarlet liquid cannot hold its own weight, and spills from the broken cords, dripping over the track metal being thrown to the ground. That's You notice a hint of black liquid within the redness, coming not from the broken umbilical cords, but the pulsating retracting shells of the track metal. No, no. Michelle leaps forward, encompassing the track metal with her unbroken tidal light strikes. Within the glistening reflection, its right mother curves up to the ground in a strange position, its shells trembling from the blade and its retraction, as if they are going to be pulled away from the pressure. Still, it is lowering its center of gravity, making sure the part underneath the shell does not get quickly looser. Whoever has carried out your plan, removing the hive mother from its nutrient, seizing its access to the outside world and pinning it down, it is just a matter of time before you defeat it when the truth resembles. Despite the scale of victory to pin your way, you still cannot shake the uneasiness of the situation the peculiar forest part brings. Accessing information about the outside world through his recipients, collecting more punishment virus than it needs as nutrients, within the infection and strange liquid, and its posture, seemingly protecting something underneath. All the dissonance you have been feeling weaves together around its right mother. Weaves together, not really. All the dissonance you have been feeling weaves together around its right mother. Watch out, everyone. By the time you realize that, it is too late. A to hive mother's body soars up, pulling by the remaining umbilical cords still attached. Lucia strikes, leaves a few fighting scars and shells. They retract and push continuously, leaving a strange red structure underneath it. A black liquid keeps dripping down the red structure. This seizure is getting more intense, while the tripod no longer cares about the pain it is feeling. The revealed red structure bulges outwards from pleasure. The shape hidden inside is translucent skin getting clearer and clearer. A human figure. Your guess is only half correct. There is indeed more than one enemy from the very beginning. The trike mother has been hiding something else. Children, ready to be born. If it was creature have the concept of childbirth, that is. The figures breaks through the edge of the red structure, like liquid spilling around them. With the last drops of liquid emptied, the two figures drop to the ground. Ooh, okay. So that's the twin. It's very cool. You see on the right, from the phone. No, Lucia, Leaf, and Lee, of course. Lee on the left. After it has seemingly given birth, the weakened Hive mother is hung mid-air by the remaining umbilical cords, its tentacles swaying in the air from gravity. My children. Everyone grabs hold of their weapon instinctively. The tremendous pressure makes it difficult to breathe. Even the recipients were imitating humans after red tide devoured them, similar to the projections. Then the two before you have transcended imitation. They are crafted and polished to perfect human-like product. Their hollow eyes sweep the ravens, but you do not feel them focusing on you at all. Their gaze pierces through the crowd and extends towards the species you belong to, humanity. Unidentified female. S does not S is the final. This is not our pronunciation. What is that? Spanish? Este not S is the final. Rest, my friend. For some reason, their voice feels oddly familiar to you, as if they were not the ones who were speaking, but someone else. The man and woman's speech is so far removed from the stuttering of the heterosapiens. It is clear that they have gathered enough knowledge from the countless heterosapiens out there in the park. It has taken them but a dozen seconds from birth to fluent speeches, but the blank expressions tell you that they are still mimicking phrases others have said, instead of presenting their own ideas through language. The urgent situation makes it difficult to think about who they are mimicking. The enemies raise their hands, and a strange gush of wind blows past you. Mythical creatures seem to have evolved to a new height at that moment. Monka asks, Monka's evacuation. Since the twins appeared before you, the heterosapiens have been growling def, de, deafeningly, while the hetero plants tips their branches and leaves towards the ground. A celebration as well as a show of submission. The sharpest blade might slay the dragon, but it will not stop a calamity. Standing before the most perfect ratio of punishment by the sister of the deprived mother, the mighty squad hails in Harrison. Cough. The powerful glow slams you into the wall of the tower. You cannot help but cough when your lung pressed. You look down at Leaf in your arms, manage to evade the strike from the twins when you put her away. Leaf in your arms. Even with Simon helping you stabilize the construct, you are at the limit, keeping the three ravens from getting infected. Damn it, damn. Cold sweats begins to form underneath the artificial skins. The impact on your mind has made even standing difficult. As the three of them just have to steady themselves with whatever they have nearby. Being in the same room with the hateful hive mother and the twins, the grey ravens and the devices are getting hit twice as hard. With that, Leaf and even Lucia with a specialized frame are all briefly immobilized. As the grey ravens struggle to counter the strikes, and their frames accumulate wounds, Leaf have finally figured out how the enemies are attacking them. As you pull her away, she quickly tells you how the enemies are attacking you without moving at all. The black, cylindrical pellet is the true face of the high-speed, flying attacker. Even in the blink of an eye, Leaf has still managed to catch that pellet. Was the bullet you fired at the hitchhiker mother previously? Well, the thing that thing's not a bullet, it's an instance of them imitating your attack. From her analysis, the damage dealt by this attack is far beyond that of a bullet for both human and constructs. The twins can speak clearly, but that does not mean that they are beings capable of communicating with speech. Because since their birth, all of you can feel the hostility intuitively. They feel anger. It is clear that they are angry because they have hurt their mother, their tribe mother. You can see that Lee is leaning on the broken mechanical devices and shooting while Lucia is kneeling nearby supported by a blade. Help Leaf up. We have Leaf stand so she can lean on the wall and steady herself. The eyes of the twins are still hollow, but their hostility means you cannot let them drop down for a second. Right now, their gaze pauses on Lucia and Lee, and several bullets start hovering near them. You have to make a choice. I think I should save Lee because Lucia, she has her specialized frame. I'm pretty sure she can protect herself. Yeah, I'm going to save Lucia. You focus the power of your exoskeleton on your legs and dash towards Lucia. The initial speed of the mimic bullets from the twins is not too high. If you ignore the side effects and push your exoskeleton, you might be able to do something before the bullet speeds up. The leg mortars crack, with the warning of a bullet. The bullet grazes your back, but you manage to rush to Lucia's side at the last moment, pulling her away from the bullet's trajectory. Commanded, use this. Lucia immediately understands what the objective is and uses all her strength to pass you her katana. Picks up the katana. Receiving her blade, you immediately flings it towards Lee. The katana crushes the mechanical device Lee has been leaning on, making him fall to the ground and avoid the bullet that went for him. Ooh, so we save both of them. That's pretty sick. If you imagine it all happens only within a few seconds, the side effects begins to kick in, and your legs go limp, sending you and Lucia tumbling down. After rolling for a few meters, you finally steady yourself with the defense system of the exoskeleton. Fire. You open fire on the twins, but all your bullets are blocked before they even reach them. The weakened Hitchhiker mother stands in your way. It is limping inside the pool of red and black liquid on the ground, with the shells broken off from pain of birth scattered around it. Its body slowly rises, the great structure that gave birth to the twins still bearing a clear scar. The liquid spills out from it occasionally. Even when weakened, it still raises its tentacles high, guarding the twins. You will not be allowed to hurt my children. Your mind suddenly begins to get hazy. The lights around you fades, and the abdomen delivers you a sense of searing pain and warm touch. You look down and see one of the trichomod tentacles piercing through your flank. An instinct from her mother. No, Commander! The twins instinctively try to attack those who attack its mother. The heterohive mother also instinctively strikes at those who want to hurt the twins. You bite down on your lips, and blood spills from your wound down your mouth. But the pain has knocked you awake for a moment. You chop. You use one hand to pull on to its tentacles, while the other hand ejects the magazine from your pistol. Off. Using your mouth, you draw a new magazine from the strap over your shoulder before swiftly reloading your gun. An emergency, a tactical an emergency, tactical reloading? An emergency, tactical reloading action you learn from the elimination. You use your right hand to press the pistol against the tentacle. The hive mother does not react, clearly not considering your shot a trap. And that is the moment you have been waiting for. Your pistol roars and the pungent smell of explosive fills your nostril. His hive mother's tentacles breaks from your shot. Shocked. The first shot was a misdirection, tricking the hive mother into thinking that your bullet would not hurt it. Even though the situation has spiraled out of control, your initial misdirection has still provided you an opportunity to turn things around. You use your remaining strength to change the experimental bullets the fireman gave you before leaving. But now, given the enemy's limited movement, you manage to take the chance to fire at the Hitchhiker mother at a close distance. Having wounded the Hitchhiker mother screeches and retreats while the twins rush towards its side. In the last few moments before you fall unconscious, you hear a thunderous explosion. The platform before you begins to crumble, and the ravens and you fall with the broken platform to a lower level. After a brief moment of free falling, the construct catches you. Darkness spreads across the field of view. The last thing you see is the familiar uniform. Chief Commander, we've rescued Brave Raven. Chief Commander, the lower platform is cut off by the explosion. We can't retrieve the way we entered like we planned. Start moving up, we depart. With the exit just Harley Joe made at the top of the tower. Hearing the construct report, Hans immediately orders the team to switch direction and retreat upwards. The enhancement has become a burden to the commandant. I'm adjusting the energy output of the exoskeleton and using them to keep the commandant alive. Lucia and the other have finally shaken off the effect of the interference and they immediately rush to your side to standing back up. Chief Commander, the commandant informed us before passing out that the Hitchhiker mother has left a broken tentacle in the wound by the abdomen. Although we couldn't defeat the Hitchhiker mother, the Raven has successfully retrieved the sample. Hearing Lucia's report, wait, it was left in our abdomen? The commander informed us before passing out that the Hitchhiker mother has left a broken tentacle in the wound by the abdomen. Yeah, that's pretty badass. Keeping a sample using your abdomen to take a sample. Hearing Lucia's report, Hans walks to your side, his hand on the wound in the flank, frowning. Happily perform first aid on his retrieve the tentacle first in case of another infection. With Leaf, Eleanor, and Reconstruct working together, the tentacle in the flank has been extracted and placed inside the sample container. Leaf quickly bandages you. Eleanor swiftly wipes off the sweat on your head while injecting you with a serum. But given the poor environment, your blood still pours from underneath the bandages, dyeing them red. Kids, I did quick maintenance for you, but you still need to watch out for excessive damage or push yourself too hard. Thanks. We're fine. Let's move on with Harley Joe. Brandon, please hang in there. Is this funny? Let's go. Oh, move. What? Oh no. Oh shoot. Oh, leave. Oh, because I got hit by the falling rock. Funny. Can I control my screen later? Oh, we have arrived. The elevator ahead can get you out of this place. Wait, that thing was chasing me. I did not know that. The elevator is fixed, but it can only, well, this car only lets us reload. Once the elevator from something. The elevator is out of power. All unnecessary load has been discarded. Chief Commander. Alright, stick to the plan and break away. What's left is humankind. So, well, I think that's it for now. Bye.